Hi, I'm Jay French from jfrenchstudios.com. Today I'm going to teach you how to draw a flower. This is kind of a broad subject, so we're going to do just a few quick ones. First, you have your basic petaled flowers, such as a daisy or a sunflower. Of course, a sunflower has many petals. Daisies have quite a few, and some have very few. But basically, I'm talking about any type of flower that has several straight petals radiating from a basically centered circle. And an angle is always a good way to get a bit more realism. Get your light source. We're going to do top left, slightly to the front. And doing some little curves like this for your shading on the center of your flower gives more the impression, without having to actually draw a whole bunch of little circles, but what the pollen part of the flower looks like. And you can see that gives you just the impression, again, without having to draw a bunch of circles. Put some shading on some of your petals, and you have your basic daisy or sunflower. Sunflowers have several layers. I'll go ahead and show you what that's like. And they have much larger centers. So they have more layers. And from that, you're going to show shading of the front petals onto the petals underneath. You always want a little shading coming out from the center as well. Now let's try something that's a little more complicated, or seems so. Here we have our... Now, of course, if you're drawing a particular flower, you probably want to get a photo source to make sure you get the right kinds of leaves, etc. Now let's say we do something like a lily or an iris. And they generally are... A lily is like basically one large petal. It's a very odd shape. Again, look at your photo source, and as you're looking at it, try and break it down into what shapes are there, what shapes make it up, and it makes it a lot easier to depict it in art. The important thing here is, again, our light source. It's the same one. We're going to get some shadows from this lip here, because essentially we've got a bowl, which is the open end is facing towards us. So we're going to have a dark area in here, because you don't want to be looking at the back of a lily. You can use some cross hatching, or whatever style you're using. This edge will also be dark.